French vegetables, famous appetizers, famous French food. Traditionally, most French vegetables were grown in the family vegetable garden, called the potager. With increased urbanization, this tradition has fallen somewhat by the wayside, although you will still find a lot of charming potagers in the French countryside. They are truly delightful and not to be missed. Market gardeners. Despite an increase in industrialized agriculture, for the most part French vegetables are grown on a smaller scale than what you see in North America. You will still find maraîchers, or market gardeners, who work the lands near towns and sell their produce at the town's open-air market. This smaller scale production tends to produce tastier vegetables, and it adds a lot to French food culture. At the market you will find people that are selling food that they have grown themselves. Most will enjoy discussing their wares with you, including ways to prepare the produce they are selling. This smaller scale production tends to produce tastier vegetables, and it adds a lot to French food culture. At the market you will find people that are selling food that they have grown themselves. Most will enjoy discussing their wares with you, including ways to prepare the produce they are selling. There are only a few vegetables that have received this honor. Coco de Paimpol, white beans from the region of Bretagne. Lentilles vertes de Puy, green lentils from the region of Auvergne. Learn more about these lentils and try them in a tasty lentil salad recipe. Pomme de terre de l'Île de Ré, potatoes from the region of Vendée. Vegetable recipes. You will find lots of vegetable recipes on this site because I love vegetables. My family is somewhat dismayed over how enthusiastic I can be over something so simple as broccoli, but I find a lot of French friends share my enthusiasm. Now that you know a little more about French vegetables in general, why not look a little further into each and maybe try a vegetable recipe? French vegetable recipes usually strive to showcase what is very good and distinctive about a particular produce. 2 Brussels sprouts recipes. Here are 2 great recipes for enjoying these nutritious vegetables. Learn how to select, store, and clean Brussels sprouts too. Cabbage types. Cabbage is a very popular in France year-round. It is eaten both raw and cooked. Find out about the different types of cabbage and a few tips for selecting and cooking it. Celery root puree. What a delicious change from the usual mashed potatoes. This light and flavorful puree goes well with just about anything. If you've never tried celery root, I highly recommend you do so. Fennel recipes. Fennel has a lovely light licorice taste that mellows to a delicious sweetness when cooked in a compote de fenouil. It is also good raw, as in the fennel salad recipe included here. Leek recipes. Leeks are very popular and available year-round in France. In the springtime we enjoy poireaux primeurs, but you can use other types in these recipes. Learn how to select, clean, conserve, and prepare leeks. Mesclun mix. Mesclun mix is a tasty combination of different young salad greens. Find out about how it originated and how best to enjoy your salad. Types of onions. Find a great recipe for onion soup and onion pie, as well as information about these tasty vegetables. Baked fish recipe using shallots. Learn about shallots, a very popular ingredient in French cooking, and try using them in this lovely looking and great tasting recipe. Ratatouille recipe. This classic French recipe from sunny Provence uses all of the vegetables you'd be likely to find in a potager at the height of summer: eggplant, zucchini, tomatoes, onions, and bell peppers. Turnips. Turnips have been eaten in France for a very long time. They are a dependable and surprisingly nutritious vegetable. Baked zucchini recipe: zucchini topped with olive oil, fleur de sel, pepper, and Parmesan cheese. This is a very simple side dish that goes with just about anything. You can follow along with the video or just print out the recipe.